DIY tools for first-time homeowner. Basic tools for first-time homeowner. DIY basic tools for first-time homeowner that may want to do some home improvement projects. Thank you for watching my video. This is Resourceful Marcus. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate everybody with the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you want. Thank you to everybody around the globe tuning into my channel. I appreciate it very much. So there's a fellow YouTuber out there that asked if I could show a few basic tools they would need as a new homeowner to do some home improvements to their house to save money, of course. If we can do it, why not? Instead of paying somebody else to do it yourself. And you can enjoy it at the same time. Alright, so let's get into this more here. I'm going to show a few basic tools. This is what they asked. So I would say to have some type of a sander. Okay, this is a finishing sander. Maybe a belt sander. Go ahead and get yourself a belt sander. Okay, good old belt sander. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to buy an expensive brand name. You can buy an off-brand name on eBay or Amazon. Who cares, right? All this stuff is typically made in China, even the high-end name stuff. Alright, you might also want to get yourself a skill saw, circular saw. Now I have a portable with the 20 volt. You could get a corded skill saw, circular saw. Alright. Also, I would recommend maybe using a reciprocating saw. Sawzall, reciprocating saw. Okay. Handy to have. Good old caulking gun for tubing your sealant tubes. So a caulking gun I would recommend. Drill bit set, of course. Now when I first bought my house, I didn't have a lot of, I had quite a few tools, but not like I have more now, because obviously as you learn as a homeowner different repairs, you're going to need to buy different tools. Here's a beautiful drill bit set that I got on Amazon about a year ago. It was dirt cheap back then. You might also want to get yourself a drill, of course. There's a drill. You can buy a corded drill, okay? I have cordless. I have corded drills too, but this is cordless, 18 volt. Okay, 18 volt drill. As you can see, I have an impact gun. Okay. Now, also I would recommend a miter saw, chop saw, miter saw. Okay. And if you're going to get a miter saw, like I have 3 different size miter saws, okay? This is the most compact. This is a 7 1/4 inch miter saw, bevel, dual compound miter saw, as you can see, alright? So you can do pretty much anything with this. It's a really good tool to have. I recommend anybody having a miter saw, alright? So that one's the smallest one. That's a basic one there that you can get. Okay. Now also I would recommend a table saw. I don't have a high-end table saw. Forgive me for all this mess, junk. Sorry. I apologize. If I can get this out of here for the show. What I mean. So, you get yourself a nice 10-inch portable table saw. You don't have to get a high-end name one. I got a Mastercraft. This one I've had about 15 years now. I bought this, and when I bought it, it was for a good price back in the day. Okay, so this is a 10-inch table saw, contractor table saw. It comes with a stand. There's the stand here, you know, the cart for it. And what's funny is I didn't really use this cart, okay? This is the contractor cart that comes with it. And it's at the perfect height actually. I started using it. I hadn't used it for years. I used to like sit it on a table and do it. And I wish I would have used this long time ago because it's just beautiful the way that works. Not only that, if you're going to tote it along and you want to stick it in the back of your truck and bring it somewhere. But yeah, get yourself a 10-inch portable table saw. You don't have to have you don't have to buy an expensive brand name. Okay, who really cares about the name anymore, to be honest with you? Just as long as the tool does the job, gets done what you need to do, you'll be happy, right? There. So yeah, those are some basic tools. Now, also, I would probably recommend a hammer, a sledgehammer, maybe a manual post digger, some stuff like that. It's for in the house, if you can do inside home repairs, maybe a set of chisels, some screwdrivers, maybe a set of screwdrivers, a ratchet set, maybe a tool belt. Get yourself a tool belt. That way when you're doing stuff and you're holding a tool belt, you don't have to. Sorry, the camera's acting a little screwy at the moment. I apologize. Anyways, get yourself a tool belt, pair of safety glasses, safety goggles. If you have allergies to dust, I would recommend get yourself some type of a dust mask. I have allergies to tremendous dust. I love to work with wood and metal, and if I work with wood a lot, I put a mask on because breathing in all that fine particulate for me is not a good thing. Yeah, I have, that's just how it is. I have allergies to fine dust particulate. Again, the Sawzall reciprocating saw. That one I got dirt cheap at Canadian Tire about 3 or 4 years ago. They had it. It's an off-brand, certified brand name. I think it was, I got it for $40. And it actually works just as good as a Craftsman or a DeWalt or whatever, right? Like I say, you really don't have to buy high-end name tools. Let's face it, most people are trying to save money, do things the most economical way you can, right? And I totally understand and I totally get it. We're all trying to deal with what we're dealing with to do what we need to do. But yeah, you can buy the cordless. These here I've had for several years now, the cordless 20 volt and the cordless circular saw. When I first got it, I didn't think I was going to use it that much, but you know what? This is actually beautiful. Without having a cord on it, makes things so much easier. Also, you might want to get yourself a small compressor, pancake compressor with some air tools in the future. I've had air tools for 30 years. Now, you don't have to buy those right away, but in the future, you might want to buy yourself some air tools, an air nailer, a brad nailer. I mean, if you might get into doing your own roof in the future outside, get a nice roofing nailer. Doesn't have to be a high-end brand name. Read the reviews on the product. You don't have to buy the highest brand name, okay? That's just my opinion. That's up to you. I'm throwing out the advice to you. You can use whatever part of the advice you want from the video. If you don't, that's fine. It's up to you. It's your opinion. You can do what you want, right? Again, a caulking gun. Okay, nice caulking gun. This one's pretty nice. They have them now where they're, you don't even have to release the pressure on the trigger. I have one of those. You don't even have to release this trigger. You don't have to back it off to take the pressure off the caulking tube. They've come out with a new style. This is the traditional style, but yeah, the new style, it can save you a lot of time and money and wasting the silicone, because let's face it, these tubes of silicone have basically gone through the roof. right? The prices of them are ridiculous. It's the only way you can say it. There's nothing you can really do about it. You just got to go with it, right? Yeah, so, you know, the bevel saw, the miter saw, beautiful tool to have. Especially if you're going to do some, your molding, base molding, trim work in your house, around your door frames. One other thing I might show you. If I step out of the video for a second, I'm going to pause. I'll show you one other thing you might. Alright, so you might want to get yourself a power planer. Electric planer. I think they have them now where they're cordless. Power planer, if you're going to plane doors on your house, you might have to plane the wood interior doors sometimes. People end up having to plane them because of the humidity, etc., the various weather, they swell. Now, one thing I'm going to say is using all these power tools, when we're using them, all of us, we're using the power tools at our own risk. Okay, the power tools are used at our own risk. That's what I'm going to tell you. In this video, you're using these power tools at your own risk. I'm not telling you to use them or not using them. That's up to you. It's your choice, okay? Always keep your hands clear of the saw blades, table saw. Now, the table saw, because I've used the table saw for several decades, I'm comfortable without using the actual kickback guard on the table saw. I've removed that. That's me. I stand to the side when I use the table saw. When I feed the wood through the table saw, I feed it. I do not force it through. If you try to force the wood through your table saw, it will jam and literally kick back at you. I've had it done when I was younger, when I was like a teenager. It nearly took my head off, the piece of wood come back, and good thing I ducked and got out of the way. They can be very dangerous. Power tools can be very dangerous. That's not to be negative or scared. That's just the reality of what power tools are. They can be dangerous. They're wonderful to use. They make things very easy to do. All right? So, you might also want to, I don't know if I said you might want to get yourself a shovel in the future, a sledgehammer, for doing stuff outside, right? I know you want to do stuff on the house, but there's going to be stuff that has to be done outside of the house too, on the property. So there's going to be other videos I'm going to do this year, because I got stuff I need to do around my property, and I'm going to make videos on that stuff. Okay, that'll be coming in the future. Right now I can't do much outdoors because the weather's still up and down. We're going to get some nice weather very shortly now. It's going to be good. A couple days ago we had the sun out nice. We're going to get some more nice weather. It's coming. The days are getting longer. Again, that's a good thing. And for everyone, we need that sun. It's going to make everybody feel better, because in the last month or so we have not had much sunlight. And what does that do? It wears us down. Vitamin D from the sun is very important. All right. So I hope this video was pretty informative on what you asked, the fellow YouTuber out there. I thank you for checking out my channel, and I hope you're able to see this video. If you have any other questions, you can comment. Leave a comment. I will get back to you. Don't forget to ring the bell. If you ring that bell, that will tell you when I'm uploading videos, new content to my channel, all right? I thank you again for liking, sharing, comments, subscribing. I appreciate it very much. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm signing off for now. This is Resourceful Marcus. I will see you again soon.